Alrite Legends, we are back and we're working on my SS Wagon today in this video. Yeah, I actually pulled this in the shed a fair few months ago now to start working on, and I've just been sucked up in the other business and we've been flat out. So it's been actually about, I think it's 2 months since I posted a video and about 3 months since I actually done anything. Close to 3 months anyway, not quite, probably just shy of 3 months, but yeah, I've been hanging out to actually do some stuff in the shed. I'm excited. We've got some bits and bobs to go on the car. We've got a new bonnet, new right guard. We've got a HSV bumper to go in, new headlights, some trims around the front. We've got interior trims to go in, a new console switch. Oh, we've also got 22s to go on it. So we'll be putting the 22s on there, mainly just for looks for now, because once obviously I go for the roadworthy, I'm gonna have to put my roadworthy wheels on it. But yeah, I do have a rear bag kit for this too. So once it's actually registered, we'll be able to bag it. Hopefully still got an engine teed up for this. I haven't chatted to my buddy about it for a few months now because I've been away. So hopefully he hasn't sold it, and if it's still available, I'll have a cammed built engine to go into it. Yeah, and then we've got plenty of other projects coming up with my other cars, but I'm gonna try my best to just do each video now will be a car. I'm gonna do my best not to buy any more cars this year and just focus on the cars that I have, because I've got so much content just within the cars that I do have. Appreciate you that have jumped on this video and are watching it, because I know that it's hard when creators like myself don't post for a long time, but yeah, I appreciate the support that I do get and the people that jump on every video and continue to watch my content. So let's get stuck into the wagon. We've got to get the thing on the hoist, which I always laugh about. Buy a hoist because you don't want to use jacks anymore, but then half the time with lowered cars, you've got to jack them up to get them on the hoist. So lucky enough, I've got my new King Chrome jack. And I'll be able to jack this thing up and get it on some blocks so that I can get it in the air. And then, yeah, we'll start pulling apart the front end and changing the wheels out and all that sort of stuff. So by the end of this video today, I actually would like to have this car off this hoist and ideally on the hoist outside. I do have Dakota from DK's Wheels and Tyres coming this afternoon because he got some work done on his car that usually I would have helped with, but I couldn't at the time. And the person that's done it's done a horrific job. So I'm going to tidy up that work. Probably won't film that because I don't want to shame the person that did the work on his car, but yeah, from what I've seen in videos, it does not look good. Might be tomorrow, I suppose, by the time I get the SS off the hoist and get it outside, to give it a really good wash, because I know the engine's just covered in oil, like it's got oil leaks everywhere. So I'd like to try and figure out whether those are coming from, and then whether I'm keeping this motor or not. I've still got to discuss that with the person I bought the wagon off. So anyway, yeah, enough jibber jabbing. Let's get stuck into it. Alrighty, so we've got the front end fully apart and I've fitted the right hand guard. It's actually pretty good behind there, you know. Obviously when you've got a car that's been in a prang, you don't know whether there's going to be more damage behind it or what the extent of the damage is going to be. Luckily enough for the VEs, they have a bolt off front anyway, so worst case scenario, you could always just put a new rad support on, but luckily enough we don't need it. I've got a broken bracket underneath the headlight, and then I just need to get one of them. I'm not going to be able to get one of them obviously for today, so I'll just put that bracket on as best I can for now, and then when it goes into the panel shop to get painted, I'll make sure I supply them a new bracket, because I'll take the front bar off again anyway. So yeah, they'll be able to sort that one out for me, but at least for today we can put all the new headlights in, the new HSV bumper, all that sort of stuff, new bonnet. The new bonnet does have a little dent in it, so but it's much better than the one that I've got. They'll be able to panel beat that, that's no problem. But yeah, so anyway, I just had some lunch, and yeah, now I'm going to get back into reassembling the front end, and then we'll chuck the 22s on as well. Obviously I'm going to need a hand to do the bonnet, so I can either wait for Dakota or I can ask Luke to come down and give me a hand. But anyway, let's get into it. Alrighty, so got the front end all put together now. It's coming up really good. I was able to get everything aligned really well. I'll have to still do the bonnet and see how we go with that. And then I've got the, I bought a new bonnet mold and stuff to go with the new bonnet. So yeah, I'll have to get a hand to swap the bonnet over. For the moment, I'm going to change the gas struts. Hopefully I've got some because they're not holding up at all. I do have a tub over there on the shelf with gas struts in it, so hopefully I have some that I can use to swap them over, and at least that way when we swap the bonnet we've got good gas struts to put straight onto it. So I'll get them done now, and then I'm going to probably jump in the interior and do some stuff in there. So I've got a new console switch to go in because it's the one that's obviously been replaced at some point, and all of the lights in the console are red and the switch lights up green. Nothing actually wrong with the switch, it's just that it lights up green, so I'm going to replace that with a red switch so that all matches, and then I've got new console side trims to go on it because it was missing them. Really happy with how it's coming up. Looks so much like the black. It's funny that I've got the other VE, the silver VE with the silver 22s, and then I've got the black VE with the black 22s. And yeah, I dig it. I really like the all black. I reckon we'll get the tail lights slightly tinted. When I get the front end painted, I'll get them to paint the tail lights with a proper tint so that, yeah, it all sort of, it's just stealthed out. I think that helps also with it being just that it's got the HSV front bar and not the guards or anything like that. The fact that it's black sort of hides all that. You know, from the front when it's driving at you, it'll look more like a HSV. And then you go past and be like, oh man, it's just an SS. But I'll take it. VE SS still pretty cool. But anyway, well, let's get into it.
Forget everything that you thought you knew. I do things better, you know I do. The rhythm I have can't escape it. Baby, don't fight it, embrace it. De la cabeza a los pies, el ritmo te mueve otra vez. Suena tambor, así es mejor. Deja esa timidez. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing.
DK's here from DK's Wheels and Tyres.
There you go.
Here. And he's going to help me change my bonnet. He's actually a bonnet professional. So I thought I'd get him in, and then that way we're not going to have any problems, because I got no idea how to change a bonnet, never done one in my life. So I thought I'd get him in here and give it a crack. It was either him or Deacon, but he reckons he's better than Deacon, so.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
He doesn't know what he's doing. Anyway, let's get into it. Alrighty, so yeah, Dakota come over last night and we obviously fitted up the bonnet, so that's on and that's good. So it's got a tiny little dent here. I don't know whether you even be able to see that really in the footage, but much better than what was on there. So I'm happy with that. The bonnet only cost me $80, so I just thought that was a good investment to make it a bit easier for the panel beaters to repair when they paint the front end. But yeah, so I've got a few little tweaks to do to the bumper. I need to pull it back a little bit because the when you close it, not a big gap here, so I've got this bonnet mold that I've bought to go on because the HSV bumper, it needs that. So yeah, I'm just going to pull the bumper back a bit, just cut out those holes a little bit bigger so that we can bolt the bumper back, and then we'll mount up this bonnet garnish, and then after that I think it's time to actually get it out of the shed and we'll put it on the hoist and give it a check over. So yeah, sort of looking forward and not looking forward to that part. And then I'm going to wash down the engine bay. This engine should be able to see me through a roadworthy. I think it blows a bit of smoke, and apparently it plays up every now and then, so I reckon it's maybe like got a lifter issue or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely going to need a full cam package if I keep this motor. I would rather keep the original motor in this car, just because it's probably not such a big thing now, but 10-15 years down the track, I'm sure that people will be like wanting to know if it's the original motor or not. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so I've just had the SS out on the hoist, giving it a pressure wash and stuff, and I don't think it might be as scary as you think. There could be a rear main leak, so common with those things, but I reckon a majority of the oil that's actually on the engine's from the rocker cover gasket. So giving it a good wash down, and I reckon that'll be on the list. So next up on that car, we're going to do the starter motor, we'll do some rocker cover gaskets. I want to adjust the coilovers and start getting it ready for roadworthy, and I'll probably I reckon I'll go get it painted before I send it in for roadworthy, just because then that way it doesn't have a different color front bumper, it doesn't raise alarms. And then we're also going to wire up the fog lights for the front, and a few other bits and pieces. I still need to do the roof lining, so whether I do the roof lining as well, I'll probably, it's not sagging, so I suppose it's not defective, but it's red and it's not very good. So I might do the roof lining before it goes in for a roadworthy and paint and stuff as well. So I'm not sure if the roof lining will be in the next video, but yeah, we've definitely got a big chunk of stuff to do to that car in the next one. Appreciate you guys watching the video. I'll see you on the next one.